What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Saturday tournament, and today we actually play a Volcanion deck, but not just any Volcanion deck. This is the Volcanion deck that won Athens Regionals for the juniors, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the juniors regional. Sorry, there it is. His name is Alex, and I did do an interview with him on Facebook Messenger. So before we actually talk about the deck a little bit, I mean, we know what Volcania does. There's some spicy stuff in here for sure, like the Salamence, the Catchers, the Double Dragon. But let's go over this interview and let's see it about. So bio is Alex. Oh man, he even he put his last name correctly, so I can read it. Haniotis. I guess to say his last name. He's 9 years old, 4th grade, playing competitively for 1.5 years, and has won. I think this is if I remember correctly, it's his first time cutting an event. It was his first top 8. He played double catchers and typed in double dragon. He's a huge fan. So first event that he top 8 and won the whole event. So congrats, Alex. That is fantastic. But let's go over these questions because I know a lot of people always have questions about these decks. So why did you decide to play this deck? There's always a big question. Why did you think to play Volcanion? So he said, I had a lot of practice with Volcanion. I am an aggressive player, and Volcanion is an aggressive deck. It is very consistent and a tier 1 meta in my opinion. I don't get bored of it because there are lots of moving parts. And it's true. There's a lot of stuff going to Volcanion. You have Trainer's Mode, Max Elixirs, you got Steam Ups, you got the Power Heaters, you have Catchers going on, you have Salamence now. There's a lot of different things going on this deck in every game. It's like a new puzzle, kind of. So next up is how helpful. What matches did you play against, and what was your hardest matchups? Here we go, guys. So question number 2, day 1. These are his matches: Jolteon, Mirror Match, 2 Mega Gardevoir, 2 Turbo Darkrai's, which was his only loss. That's fantastic. So he, obviously he only lost 1 game overall. So 2 Darkrai's, 2 Turbo Darkrai's, which was his only loss. Day 2, Mega Mewtwo, Garbodor, Mirror Match, and a really good player with Mega Ray. They did cut to a top 8, obviously, so he won those 3 games. And his hardest matchup was the kid who placed first, day 1. The loss it took, which was Turbo Darkrai, but you see he did get his vengeance and did eventually win the tournament, so that's fantastic. Next up is how was the Salamence EX and was the 1 Double Dragon worth it? As you see, he plays the 1 Salamence EX for the Beastly Fang 10, and this attack does 50 more damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon EX. So they have 4 Pokemon EX. You could do 210 with 3. You could do 160 with a Fighting Fury Belt. You could do 170 if I did the math right. So with 3, you could take a potential knockout, which is fantastic. So he says Salamence was the key to creating a perfect Volcania deck for me. It was unexpected by kids, and even experienced players did not know how to handle it at first. I teched the Double Dragon to make it easier and faster to power up Salamence for a first turn attack after my opponent set up his bench, and also to give me the choice to use a second attack if needed. The key was to hold him back until the player set up his bench up full of E-axes. And what does the second attack even do? Oh, 130. So you can do an automatic guarantee 130 if needed with that Double Dragon, because it does provide a fire and a water energy because it covers 2 types. Next up is going to be these Catchers. We see he did play 3 Catchers, which is amazing. They're so clutch. And you'll definitely see them in the Saturday tournament today. But Catchers help pull out Garbs off the bench. They surprise opponents by bringing up and knocking out Pokemon they are trying to power up. So if your opponent gets out like a Garbodor, you're usually in trouble. Your Volcanion, you need a power, you need a Steam Up. So you could Catcher, you can Steam Artillery, knock out the Garbodor. You can Volcanion, knock out the Garbodor. You can even use the Salamence second attack, Dragon Strike, take a knockout as well. So there's a lot of stuff you could do to easily take care of these Garbodors. And if your opponent puts down 2 EX, Salamence can knock out a Garbodor as well, which is fantastic. Next up is, let's see, would you make any changes to the list? We work on the version for a while, and I don't see any changes until the meta shifts. And this, I mean, obviously he thinks he made a really good list, doesn't want to change anything, he thinks it's perfect right now, but when Sun and Moon comes out, I wonder if this will change stuff or not. I'm not sure how Sun and Moon will impact the format. I mean, today I'll be at Sun and Moon pre-release, and we'll see what people are hyping up and what will happen coming up with this next set. So the last question is, do you want to give shoutouts? And he said, I want to thank my team, the Columbia's Cabalions. That's pretty cool name. CC for sure. Columbus Cabalion CC. And to the guy who taught me how to play. And to you, Squeaky, for giving out new ideas to me. No, thank you, Alex, for doing this interview. Once again, congrats on winning regionals and making your first top 8. That's fantastic. Especially with Volcanion, which a lot of people do not like for some reason. They think it's an underplayed deck, not very good. But you did prove them wrong. You beat everybody out, and you won the whole tournament. So let's go a real quick recap of this deck. We got Volcanion X, Steam Up, discard a fire. Your basic fire Pokemon do 30 more damage. You got Volcanion Heat for 130. This Pokemon can't use the attack during your next turn. But to get around that, we have cards like Ranger to remove all effects of attacks on each player and his or her Pokemon. Olympia, you can switch out the retreat back into it. He played 2 switch to switch out and switch back into it. Okay, so these are the 3 ways you can get out of that Volcanion Heat. I also think I'll license you up and then you can retreat and then Volcanion Heat if needed. He played 1 Hoopa for the Scondring, search for 3 EX Pokemon. 1 Salamence, like we talked about Beast of Fang and how strong it can be if you can pull it off. 3 Volcanions with that Power Heater to power multiple Volcanion X's. And of course, like always, 2 Shaman to help set up. So, 2 Energy Evil to put 2 fires back into your hand. 4 Max Elixirs, and this is what's going to help us get that turn 1, or maybe turn 2 Volcanion X. You can Max Elixir, look at top 6, attach a fire from your top 6 to one of your basic Pokemon, and start getting it powered up. It only works for basic energies, not Double Dragon, unfortunately. 3 catchers, which we talked about a lot. It's for Garbodor, that's the main thing. Trubbish, Garbodor. If you can play catcher and supporter cards to knock out a Trubbish, you're good to go. 2 switch, 3 trainers well, 4 VS Seeker, and 4 Ultra Ball. So 1 Scorched Earth, discard a fire, draw 2 cards. 1 Skyfield to have up to 8 Pokemon on your bench. 1 Fishman to return 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your hand. 1 Lysander, which is okay because you do play those 3 catchers. 2 in, 1 Olympia, like I said, to switch out your Volcanions so that way you can use Volcanion Heat. And to get somebody at the active if it is stuck. 1 Ranger, of course, to reuse Volcanion Heat. 4 Sycamore, 2 Fighting Freebell to give your Volcanions 40 more HP and do 10 more damage. 2 Flowstones to give those free retreat because Volcanion does have a hefty retreat cost. He's got a 3. This guy's got a 2. Hoopa's got a 2. Salamence has a 3 or 2. 2 as well. So as you see, nobody has a 1 retreat cost except for Shaman. So Flowstones are very needed in this deck. 1 Double Dragon to help get that Salamence attack off ASAP because you can Double Dragon and Max Elixir. And 10 Fire Energies. And there we go. There's Alex's Volcanion Salamence deck that he used to win Athens Regionals in the Junior Division. Now guys, if you're new to Saturday Tournament or new to the channel, what I do is we do an introduction and then we do 3 videos of me playing this deck. So we'll have round 1, round 2, and round 3 later on in a different video. That's just so the video is not like an hour long and you can like wait and come back later and watch the other 3 videos, which I do like a lot. I know some people complain that they should be all together, but I think it's fine. But guys, hope you enjoyed this introduction. Learn something about Volcanion. Learn something new about Alex. Congrats once again for your first top 8 and winning regionals Volcanion X. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you back in an hour to watch round number 1 of the Saturday Tournament. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.